Oh baby, what's going on? Welcome back to another Back and Boarded with Pauly. My name is Pauly, and got a lot of good stuff to talk about this week. It is currently Thursday, the 19th. I know that because my sister's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Sam. Got her a lot of good gifts. Got her a lot of pops. She had a good birthday. Had some Mexican food, and there you go. There's the recap. But here we are. A lot of good stuff came out of Wednesdays. New comic book day. It was a really good day. And as you can see here on the left, some of my pickups. But then you look here in the middle, we have some awesome Funko items. And this isn't even all of it from the San Diego Comic-Con release day, which was today. And I'm kind of just going to go through all the stuff I got and some of the new comic pickups and give you my selection of the week. And that's pretty much it. So we're just going to dive right in. So, ever since I started reading about Laura's story, I've been addicted. Laura is such a great character. I love her so much. And this week, with Marvel's relaunch, Laura got her own new series finally. And it was pretty dope to see Scotty Young push out another cool cover. So I definitely couldn't pass up the opportunity to read this. I'm very excited to read this. And yeah, so anybody who was a fan of Old Man Logan and wants to see the continuation, see what Laura has to offer, I would highly recommend you hopping on this while it's still new. So number 1 dropped this week, and I would highly recommend that one. Not my formal recommendation, but that's still up there. So Avengers number 5, Marvel again with their relaunch. They're still pushing out Avengers books. A really cool cover. You've got Robbie Reyes driving Captain America in his car, and I gotta tell you, that's a pretty cool cover being the regular cover. Because, as you all probably know by now, I'm a huge fan of Robbie Reyes and all variations of Ghost Rider. And then you have Spider-Gwen, number 34. Spider-Gwen I have just been into for such a long time. I love her so much. As you all know, I have my own shelf dedicated to Spider-Gwen. Gwenum especially, so overall, she's awesome. Number 34 hit shelves this week, so hop on that. Plenty of trade paperbacks if you want to get caught up. No doubt about it. So next up we have The Punisher, number 227. As all of you probably know, The Punisher has taken the mantle as War Machine. Got a little Black Widow action. I'm a little behind on this series, which I'm ashamed of, because this series is dope. Him as War Machine is just crazy broken, giving him all this technology, because he's usually a gritty guy who just fights with straight-up guns and relies only on his brute strength and brute skill from his military background. But, when you give him this machine, you give him this friggin' suit where he can just rip through bad guys. It's kind of broken. So 227 Punisher came out this week. Highly recommend that one. You have, staying with the Marvel trend, you have Tony Stark, Iron Man number 2 dropped this week. This is mainly for my girlfriend. I don't really read it. Well, I did read number 1, so I may as well just read number 2. But it was a pretty good number 1. Again, anybody who's into trying to get into comics a little more, as you can see, number 2, Marvel relaunched. And one of the things that I like about what Marvel's doing is, despite the fact that they relaunched, they're still leaving up in the top left corner, as long as once this focuses. You can see number 602. They're still LGY, which is a short for Legacy. They're still keeping with the old numbering, but with the relaunch, they're keeping number 2 just so people know exactly where in the timeline in regards to or just in regards to the releases, so you know which ones to buy and when. So then you have number 29 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is a book that I was kind of surprised, but also not very surprised that it's still going on strong. The Power Ranger fans have shown that they love it. Boom Studios is really working it. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is up to 29 issues, and I really love this series. I really love this cover. This is the variant with the Turbo Power Rangers from the Turbo movie. Even with the young lad. I can honestly say I never saw the Turbo movie. I'm a little ashamed, but I'm probably going to watch it right after this episode, or shortly after, just to make up for that. But yeah, number 29 just dropped this week. I highly recommend that. And I got one more comic, but that's my recommendation of the week, and I'm going to leave that for last, because it's a book that I really enjoy, and it's a character that I really love. And I'm sure most of you comic fans that follow the new releases every week, you'll know who it is. So, moving over to some of the Funko releases from Comic-Con. And there's one, I'll just get to the one that isn't a release. My sister went ahead and bought me the Chicken Deadpool Mystery Mini. I really like the Deadpool Mystery Minis, but I didn't want to start collecting them because there were only a few that I liked. That one, him as the little waitress, I got out of a mystery box, but this one we bought online just because I really like the chicken Deadpool. He's cute. I love him. And my girlfriend was able to pre-order the actual pop from Amazon, so I'm pretty hyped about that. So, you know, my mother was able to get the vinyl 2-pack of Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers. This was a great movie, great series of books. Highly recommend Scott Pilgrim to anyone who just isn't a huge fan of the superhero scene, but likes sort of like an anime, superhero kind of mixture, rock and roll. It's really cool. It's a really good movie, and the vinyl 2-pack is cute. This one was really hard to find, I heard, and this one might go up in value. So if you see this one, I would highly recommend you getting it if you're a big fan of the book or of the movie. So moving on, we also have the Dorb 2-pack, Captain America and Red Skull. I've been getting into Dorbs a lot lately. I really like Dorbs. They're really cute. They're really easy to, set up because they have the flat bottom. I wish I had some down here to show you. Most of my Dorbs that I have, I do keep in the box, but I have a lot of them at work in my office. So I gotta figure out a place for these guys. I might just cheat and put them up here for now. There we go. So they're pretty well lit so you can see them. So you have Red Skull and Captain America. Cap with his older shield. Red Skull looks like he's wearing like a robe, it looks like. So yeah, those are two really good ones, and I was really happy to get those. I ended up getting 2-packs, so I'm taking a couple of them out because Dorbs were really meant to be taken out of the box. Look how cute he is. The smaller mask. You can see the back of his hair. He's got that cute little shield there, the old school shield. And then you have Red Skull, very simple, with the cute little robe. And you can just see how, like, sturdy they are. The bottom is so flat that they fit on any, like, I don't have that many surfaces, but just for the sake of putting them down, like, they're so sturdy and they fit really well on a shelf, and they're just really easy to display. So I really like Dorbs, and I'm going to continue to collect them as long as they keep making cool ones like this. So another one that I was so hyped about was, I loved Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I really liked this one, the original. I think this is the Hank Pym version, but it could also be Scott Lang. Ant-Man from the comics, doesn't matter. It's the original comic version of Ant-Man, and this one is so cool. And if you can see in the background, I also kept one in the box to go with the rest of my Ant-Man pops. Ant-Man and the Wasp pops. Can't forget about the Wasp. I want an unmasked Wasp chase. I'm telling you, man. I'm going to get it. I promise. But this one I really love. It's freaking awesome. It's such a well-made pop, and it's so simple, but it's so well-made to a point where, like, you can see his head's huge compared to his body, but, like, he's a surprisingly sturdy pop. Like, look, he's very firm when he stands up. He doesn't move around, but he still bobbles a lot. Like, he's a straight-up bobblehead, but, like, he's very sturdy. Like, I don't fear him jumping over or falling over. Like, it's just a really well-made pop, and I'm really happy. Funko is just doing such a good job with their pops, especially for both box collectors and out-of-box collectors that want to stand their pops up on stuff. So next up, I'll skip that one, but I'll go to these two, because I'm probably just going to put these guys where they belong. Got Western Rick and Western Morty. I like Morty, because he kind of looks like Woody from Toy Story. But yeah, just a couple of Rick and Mortys. I've kind of put on hold my Rick and Morty collecting, because it's gotten a little crazy. But, these two were cool, and my mother decided to pick them up for me. So I was just like, okay, well, why not? So the only other one that I think I'm definitely going to get is Pickle Rick. I'm not going to get every version. I think I'm just going to get the version that is him just as a pickle. But there you go. There's Western Rick and Western Morty. Any Rick and Morty fan probably wants to add those to their collection. And there's just a full look at my entire Rick and Morty collection. Apparently Evil Morty has gone up in price. Mr. Poopy Butthole. I think he was a Hot Topic exclusive and his sticker just peeled off. Young Rick's gone up a little bit. You have Rick with the portal gun has also gone up in price, apparently. And obviously Tinkles and Ghost in a Jar will go up because they were Toys R Us exclusive. So, moving along. Got one more pop to show off, and this is one of the coolest pops that Funko has made. The Marvel 10-year anniversary, Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary Iron Man Mark 1. This is such a great idea for a pop. I got to admit, this is freaking awesome. It is so well made. It is extremely detailed. Like, every little screw, every little plate, the dings in his armor. I mean, it just looks so damn good. The sticker is perfect. I really like the stickers this year. I think they look really cool. I like the color. But yeah, this is such a great pop. This one was shared with GameStop, so if you can, you know, and if anybody still has any left, I would highly recommend getting this one. This one is freaking dope. It's just a really cool looking pop. I'm not even that big of a fan of Iron Man, but this is such a great pop. Like, I can appreciate, you know, the artistic value of this pop because it's so cool, and the box is really nice. I love having Marvel first 10 years up there. It's just a really great pop, and I highly recommend you guys picking that up. So I'm gonna wrap this video up with Pauly's recommendation of the week, and that is definitely going to be the Life of Captain Marvel #1. This is a new series that dropped this week. It's only gonna be 5 issues, so don't fret. So if anybody's trying to prepare for the Captain Marvel movie, get ready, kind of learn her history, learn a little bit about her, I would highly recommend you scooping this up. This is the regular cover for anyone just looking at your local comic book store trying to find it. This is the regular cover, and then this is the variant cover. And this one's just freaking awesome. She looks great. She looks powerful. She looks freaking dope. You know, they're going with the short hair look, and, you know, that's the way that she really is meant to be, you know. So, you know, I love Captain Marvel. She's a really cool character. She's, you know, a big part of the feminist movement, and, you know, overall, she's just this powerful character. She is the Earth's mightiest hero, and she rightfully deserves it. I don't care what anybody says. I know she gets a lot of hate, but if you hate on her, well, you have your opinion, and I have my opinion to not like your opinion. But regardless, my pick of the week is the Life of Captain Marvel #1 this week. You can find it at your local comic book store. I guarantee it. My comic book store got plenty of copies, so I would highly recommend you hopping on this so we can continue to see great things out of Captain Marvel prior to her movie. So I think that's going to be it, but just a reminder to everybody at home, you can see one thing that I did. Pro tip for all you comic book collectors, I always tell you to bag and board your comics, and that is not just me saying that. It's a very important practice to make sure your comic books they remain without any rips, tears, bends in the page. They remain safe, airtight, bacteria stays out of them. You can even double bag your comic books, front and back, you know, so you don't have to go out and continue to spend money on bags and boards. So just a really good practice to get into to make sure your comic books stay safe. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Bagged and Boarded with Pauly. Like I said, don't forget to bag and board your comics. I love you guys so much. I hope you got everything you wanted from the San Diego Comic-Con Funko release. I have a couple more on the way, but I just wanted to make this video because I had a lot of good comics to show you as well. But yeah, like I said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Double time on the reminder. Do not forget to bag and board your comics, and I will see you guys in the next episode.